In late April 2022, Norwegian Fredrik Fjaeraa was lying 7th in the growth division of the world ranking for golfers with disability after a run of successful tournaments. This consistency on the fairways and greens earned him the best possible reward. Fredrick qualified to play in the prestigious G4D Betfred British Masters, hosted by Danny Willett in early May. Stays at the Belfry in England's West Midlands and home to 4 Ryder Cups, suddenly Fredrick could not have had a bigger stage for his golf. This was the first tournament of the DP World Tour's new G4D Tour calendar in 2022 for golfers with a disability. There are 7 of these events staged this year, culminating in the G4D DP World Tour Championship in Dubai during November. Along with Fredrick himself, the lineup included the current top 9 male gross players in the WR4GD and the leading female. Naturally, Fredrick was thrilled to be in this company of elite players for what was a landmark event in international golf. Coping with more than a few butterflies, Fredrick and friends experienced the same course setup in the same week as some of the DP World Tour's most famous names. All played out on the 18 holes that saw the likes of Seve Ballesteros create magic in those Ryder Cup matches. Before making the trip, Fredrick told us that simply qualifying to play meant so much to him, the highest level at which he had ever competed, and therefore it was very special.
Oh yeah, it's huge. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Although he wouldn't play his best golf at the Belfry, signing for scores of 85 and 83, the experience will stay with him for sure. He was nervous, but very proud to represent his country. He said it was incredibly exciting to play the famous course and be part of all of this. Fredrick is a quiet man, a thoughtful family man who knows his own mind. English is his second language, but he worked hard in our conversation. While accompanying his words, there was often a generous laugh. The talk at first was all about golf.
Yeah, I've been playing with him much for over 35 years. I've been active before when I was younger, and took it up again approximately about 10 years ago. Started to play tournaments again, and then I got a few hits in my body. I was working construction for over 20 years and some accidents with bikes and stuff. That's why I now playing in golf for disability.
Fredrick's home golf club is Gamle Fredrikstad in Viken, about 9 miles south of Oslo. He plays mainly in Norway but enjoys Edgar events overseas. Most recently, the 2021 EGA European Individual Championship for golfers with disability, which was played in Portugal. His impairment is an orthopaedic one, having sustained injuries in both the tough continual work in his job and also in a couple of severe mountain bike crashes. Surgeries have helped him to an extent, but nevertheless the damage resulted in Fredrick losing strength and range of motion in both shoulders and his back, making completion of the golf swing a particular challenge. Despite this restriction, the now 49-year-old uses his experience and skill in a groove swing, which ensures he's always a very strong competitor off his plus 0.9 handicap. One of the best players at his club, he says he loves being able to compete despite his injuries, and also when playing with his wife, Tove Elizabeth. He enjoys the social side of the game too. We ask if he was as competitive on the bike as he is on the fairway, but it seems cycling fueled his sense of adventure more than the need to post a quick time or win the race. Fredrick laughs when he says,
No, I'm not competitive on the bike, but I like speed, I like fun, so I ride sometimes places I shouldn't. I've been had a few accidents and damaged my shoulders and some other stuff. So some muscles and some. It has been a couple of surgeries, but they are not good. No, I'm not allowed to sit on my bike anymore because of my wife.
This statement is followed by another laugh, as it is clear that Tove Elizabeth has wisely said, enough is enough on the prospect of a 49-year-old with a damaged back and shoulders flying around the Norwegian mountains and fjords. But when the weather is good, Oslo can be beautiful, particularly in the early mornings when Fredrick drives to Gamle Fredrikstad to practice and then play sometimes with friends in the afternoon. Apart from the wildlife on view, the attractive undulating fairways and plenty of trees lining the fairways, Fredrick says he loves the peace and nature that greets the golfer. Playing in the sunshine and the fresh air is one of the greatest things about his game, and something that more people with a disability could enjoy, he believes. Fredrick has one or two other health and fitness challenges, so believes that golf is now perfect as his main sporting focus. Looking back, how quickly did Fredrick become a good player?
Really quick. Sort of fun of it early, and that's the part of the golf I like. It's the tournament part. I like to be the good I can.
Fredrick adds that he loves the exercise of golf, which keeps him fit. Most of his family have played golf at one point, but now it is he and Tove Elizabeth teeing it up. His daughter, Thea Maria, used to play, but has moved in a different direction, one that also demands dexterity, timing and focus. She has reached a high standard in baton twirling, the skill that leads a marching band, and she has recently competed in the European Championships. But Fredrick hopes to perhaps one day welcome Thea Maria back to the fairways. So, it is Fredrick and Tove Elizabeth at the golf club. There is a difference in golf handicaps, but it's no matter. And besides, husband and wife are really playing to enjoy each other's company and relax, a value of the game appreciated by so many of us.
Yeah, we try to play to at least a couple of times a week. She is in the other end. She's a 30 handicap. But when I play with my wife, then it's socially.
And what is it that you like about golf most, Fredrick?
Everything, actually. Mostly is the competitive side about it. You can always compete against yourself. You have actually only one to play against, that's yourself. So you can always be better. The tournament side of the golf, I really like that you can always completely against yourself. That's the other side of the golf. The social side of the golf, you can travel the world, meet new people. So that's the best with golf. You have the two sides. You have the social side and you have the tournament side.
One of Fredrick's best memories is when he won the club championship for the first time on the last hole. He enjoys the friends he has made at the golf club and in Edgar tournaments, and playing with Tove Elizabeth is clearly special. He smiles when he says his dream competitive four-ball would be played with Seve Ballesteros, Arnold Palmer and Bobby Jones, at Augusta National no less. Competitive, but no doubt a lot of fun would also be had by this group. Fredrick found the G4D Betfred British Masters at the Belfry a challenging experience, and he was full of admiration for the three players who all tied for the lead at the end of the final round. During the days there at the golf course near Birmingham, Fredrick enjoyed meeting the WR4GD world ranked number 1 male and female players, Brendan Lawler of Ireland and Daphne van Houten of the Netherlands, before on the second day following the thrilling three-way playoff between Kit Poppert, England, and Curtis Barkley, Canada. Oh, and also, not to forget, Chris Biggins, USA. All of this trio had putts to win the title, but Kip held his nerve to secure an outstanding victory on the second playoff hole. Fredrick said he enjoyed the days alongside the other G4D players, the 10 players making up a highly cosmopolitan field from 9 countries. He also loved practicing alongside some of the world-famous DP World Tour players present at the Belfry. Fredrick walked the course on the practice day on the eve of their tournament and watched them train, looking to learn from them. He would get to chat with tour players and fellow Norwegian Espen Kofstad from Oslo and say hello to a number of golf stars, including Lee Westwood. Although Fredrick has a handicap of 0.9 plus, he says that he still is always looking to learn. He wants to keep playing in these events, and the G4D Tour has inspired him to keep working hard on his game. He's qualified for the second G4D Tour event at the end of May in Hamburg, Germany, the G4D Porsche European Open, and Fredrick said he's thrilled to enjoy a second chance to play his best golf on the world stage. He hopes that video clips and social media posts of the players might be seen by other players with a disability and their families, and hopefully to inspire to look at trying golf for themselves. Fredrick's swing may be hampered by damage to his shoulders and back, but in one way, his main joy in golf is continually challenging himself to get better. Perhaps there's an element of wanting to succeed despite those damaging injuries. He may have had to put away the mountain bike, which opened his mind to some wild adventure. But competing under the flag of Norway at this high level on the G4D Tour is a whole new adventure for Fredrik Fjaeraa.